This is the story about the little donkey. Once upon a time there was a young donkey who lived with his parents on a huge farm. The little donkey was called Noel and his parents were called Mary and Joseph. Noel was very happy living on the farm. He had lots of friends to play with and lots of grass to eat. He did do some work, but that was mostly giving donkey rides to the little children on the beach. Noel liked to act silly sometimes. He gently headbutt people, and when people tried to climb onto him for a donkey ride, he'd walk around in circles and he'd go down on his front legs, making people fall off him. This was him playing with people. Everyone thought he was very funny and everyone adored and loved him. One day Noel was making his way to the big field to play with his friends when a gang of humans came up and grabbed him. He tried in vain to get away, but he couldn't. Noel was taken to a faraway place that he didn't know. He was very frightened, and all he wanted was his mummy and daddy. No one on the farm knew where Noel was and were very worried about him. They knew he had been stolen, but as hard as they tried, they couldn't stop the thieves from taking him. There were too many of them, and only one member of staff was there. On a daily basis, little Noel was forced to work. He was made to carry very heavy loads up really steep hills. He was starved and neglected, and sometimes the humans would hit him with a stick and beat him. He was constantly frightened and sad. He missed his mummy and daddy and all his human and donkey friends terribly. Every day was a struggle for poor little Noel. His hooves were extremely overgrown and they all had very painful sores on them. Despite this, Noel was still forced to work. From morning till night there wasn't any shelter for the poor donkeys, and there wasn't enough food and water to go round. However, a few months later, someone who knew Noel spotted him and they immediately phoned the police. When the police got there with the RSPCA, they immediately arrested the people who stole and mistreated the donkeys. All the donkeys were given emergency veterinary care, and then they were all taken back to where they had been taken from. Some of the donkeys, including little Noel, were so sick that no one thought they would live. After a couple of weeks, with the help of staff, the vets and volunteers, little Noel and all the other donkeys made a full recovery. Noel was very happy to be back home with his mummy and daddy and his friends. He loved being able to do all the things he used to do again. He started giving donkey rides again and was back to his old self in no time. Everyone loved having him back. They all made a huge fuss of him and gave him lots of carrots and oats to eat. At night he had a nice warm stable to sleep in and he was able to stay indoors during bad weather. That Christmas Noel was very excited because his mummy gave birth to his baby sister Joel on Xmas Day. Noel's parents said that she was a present from Santa and that he should treasure her always, which he did. He had lots of Christmas presents that year, and he decided to share them with some of the little donkeys who were less fortunate than him. So off he went, loaded with presents, to the local donkey sanctuary. None of the other donkeys knew he was going to do this. He told them that Santa had brought their presents to his farm by mistake, and so he asked Noel to take them to the sanctuary. Noel did this every year for many years, and when he had baby donkeys of his own, he encouraged them to do the same, which they did. Noel always let them decide for themselves if they wanted to give their presents away. He never made them. The children loved to help the other donkeys who were less fortunate than them. When Noel's children grew up, they passed the tradition on to their children. This tradition went on for many, many years, which made Noel a very happy and a very proud little donkey. It was a relief that what happened to little Noel never happened again. Noel and his family, his friends and all the other little donkeys were very, very happy and content living on the farm. They had fresh food and water and lots of grass to graze on, along with a nice, warm and clean stable. The end. Hope you enjoyed that. Oleg was reading it too, in case you didn't notice. Bye.